Poor Mr. Kim, a third whispered too loudly to be tied down to something like that. Such a shame that they did. He stepped forward, voice like a steel. Say another word, he said coldly. I will renew everything company you have ever touched. Silence fell like a clear tone. His sharp eyes handedly scanned the small cavern forming around them. You think being crueler to someone who's different make you powerful. My wife is 10 times braver than anyone in this room. She doesn't hide behind champagne and empty words. One whispered, tugging his sleeve, but he wasn't done. She bring light to a life I didn't even know was dark. She has a heart, something none of you see to process. And then without warning, he took her hand right there in front of Seoul highest society and laid his finger through her. If any of you have a problem with her, you have a problem with me. Gaps whispered, but Taehyung didn't care. He turned and walked out, her hand still in, not looking back on. Back in the car, Vine said quickly, still stunned. You didn't have to do that. She finally whispered, you don't like attention, and now they will talk even more. I know, but you got angry for me. He looked at her, jaw clenched. You don't deserve what they said. Not even close. Her lips trembled. No one ever defended me like that before. Them was less than they would have been idiot about Stan's sake. But this time it was soft familiar. You mean it? She asked agitatedly. About me bringing a light. He didn't look at her, but his thumb gently brushed the back of her hand. I meant every word. She stared at him, then without warning leaned over and kissed his cheek. He blinked, stared. That's for been my night in every expensive black suit, she whispered with a shy smile. For once, the cold you didn't push her away. It was supposed to be an ordinary afternoon. Tim was in his study scanning over reports, sipping espresso like usual. Then when he heard it, the loud, exciting shriek. Tim, there is a boy here to see me. Wine burst in eyes, sparkling cheeky glow, and guess what? He used to be my best friend, like my best friend. He found a boy. She nodded early. Up. His name June, Naam June. I haven't seen him since I have traveled 11. I was 12. He found me through my aunt and said he wanted to catch up. Isn't that cool? Cool? No, it wasn't. Not to him. I will be downstairs, she should be completely unaware of the storm brewing behind his back expression. Taehyung stood at the top of the stair watching her laugh with a tall man who looked like the human version of a warm hug. Namjoon had a dimple, a deep voice. He smiled at her like she was still in her childhood. She smiled back like she felt safe. Taehyung Jungkook, he didn't like it. Especially not the way Namjoon tucked a strand of her hair behind her ear like it was a normal, like he had every night. She giggled and something inside him snapped. He descended the stairs like the ice on the glass. Who is this? He asked, voice sharp, one blink. Oh, this is Namjoon. I told you about him. Namjoon stood polite. It's pleasure, Mr. Kim. He didn't shake his hand. He looked at Wine. I need to talk to you now. Yes, upstairs 5 minutes. He brought on, but she followed. What's wrong? She asked a moment. The door closed behind them. You look like you wanted to throw someone into a volcano. I don't like him, he said bluntly. She blinked. Why? He's just a friend. You don't need him. He has been part of my life since before I even knew how to spell CEO. He stepped closer, too close. You smile at him like you have never smiled at me. Her breath hitched. What are you talking about? The ridiculous. I smile at you all the time. Not like that, he murmured. Not with that much comfort. She looked confused, but her voice softened. Are you jealous? He didn't answer. Instead, he stared at her eyes, freaking between her struggle, frustration. I don't like seeing someone else make you happy, he said finally. Not like that. Not when it's not me. She stood there frozen, lips parted, heart thundering wildly in her chest. Why does this matter to you? He said. His voice low, almost plain. Because you have made me feel things I didn't ask for, things I am not ready to admit. But if someone tried to take you away, I know I won't survive it. Her throat tightened. Don't leave with him, he whispered. Don't let him take even 1 second of your smile. I want it, all of it. And then without thinking, he pulled her into his arms. Not forcefully, not coldly, but like someone who has been holding ice cream for a week. She melted into him, stern, warm, trembling. You idiot, she whispered into his shirt. You think someone could steal me from you? Not when you are the first person who ever made me feel safe being me. He pulled back just enough to look into her eyes. For the first time, she didn't seem like just a childish girl. She looked like someone he could fall for and maybe already had. It started with a letter, a neatly folded envelope sealed under her door. Vine picked it up with curiosity. The moment her eyes came over the word, her knee went weak. Her distant relative, greedy people who once tried to entrench had come back. The time armed with the law, they claimed she was unfit to be a wife of CEO. That was she mentally unstable, dangerous even. And they had Dr. False record, twist report. She has been taken a court to lose her name, her freedom, possibly her place. Inside, she kept it secret. She didn't want to burden him, but the secret especially one shock in the fear have a wave of unveiling. Till noticed the shift. Her giggle turned into a small smile, her eyes dancing, dusting herself again quietly. I am just tired, she said. You have done enough for me. And the sunset made him sick. Because she wasn't burdened, she never had been. She was just a first real things in the life, the one who painted into a shadow of his cold world, who was taught him how to feel. So when he found out that